Welcome to German Football Fan Club. We're live again after a morning of, well, morning in Canada and afternoon and evening of German football. We saw Stuttgart getting a late win, 1-0 over Gladbach in their home opener, celebrating 100 years of the red hoop on their jersey today. Bremen fought back from a 3-1 deficit down a man at home to get a 3-3 draw against Leverkusen in their Bremen's home opener. Hoffenheim losing 3-1 to Frankfurt, and Leipzig beating Heidenheim 2-0. In the evening, in this top spiel, we had the Bavarian derby, Augsburg hosting Bayern. Bayern getting their second straight 3-2 win in all competitions, coming off the midweek 3-2 win against Van Wiesbaden. At a 3-0 lead, Augsburg fought their way back into it, but not able to overcome them at the end. Robin Feldhauer being stretchered off near the end of that game for Augsburg. We hope he is okay. I'll see if I can maybe get an update for that halftime of the Napoli game here. This is, of course, the German Football Fan Club, but unfortunately, DAZN not covering the only German game in this time slot here, so just gonna close out the Saturday matches in Italy, Naples, or in Naples, Napoli with their first game back at the Maradona, reigning champions, in like a pretty full house in Naples tonight. Stadio Diego Armando Maradona, as you can see there behind the players as they come out. Antonio Conte, manager of Napoli. Tifo there on the far side. The traditional booing and whistling of the Serie A anthem. Pretty common across football for the competition anthems to get booed. I don't think I've ever seen an Italian match where the anthem didn't get booed. Sense of how the get a sense of how the fans feel about the Italian Football Federation. Almost full house. It looks like the guest block completely empty. A toss here. Fans, an excellent voice taking over from the anthem there. The Avanti Ultras Cagliari. Their first time up in the back up in the first division this season. And to enjoy a early trip to the Bay of Naples. Excellent song and noise around the Maradona to get us kicked off here. Underway. Seconds ahead here. Timer lined up, and we're good to go here in Naples. You're just joining us here. The German football fan club, but unfortunately not able to access the late game in Germany. Dusseldorf against Karlsruhe. DAZN not exercising their rights. So we are in Italy instead to enjoy an Italian nightcap. The defending champions Napoli opening up their home schedule with a visit from Cagliari from Sardinia. A great atmosphere at the Maradona tonight, of course. Fans welcoming home their champions. Although last week in Sassuolo, there was quite the invasion of Napoli fans. Stadium probably about 80 or 90% full in Sassuolo last weekend. But probably about 80 or 90% of those fans traveling Napoli fans. That was the great scenes there. They won 2-0 with goals from Scott McTominay, last season's Serie A MVP, and Kevin De Bruyne, their obviously most marquee summer signing, arriving from Manchester City in England. Yeah. Little, just cut him. Up in the book for Cagliari there. Good work by Napoli down that right side. Mina coming across well to knock it out for a corner. Mina down. Not sure what happened there. Not sure what Di Lorenzo must have just given him a little nick there. Mina surely quite important, the long time Premier League veteran. Napoli working the ball good from the far side to the near side here. De Bruyne on the ball. Had to play it through to flex. Lobotka got there. Cagliari will come away. Ball to the right side here, but hits De Bruyne in the back. Napoli's new number 11. Sambo and Gisa here. Napoli happy to work the ball around slowly, looking for an opening. Back through the center backs. De Bruyne on this left side here again. Goes down quickly. Scored from a free kick last week against Sassuolo. Delivered the ball in, found his way off through everyone into the far corner. Looking for McTominay in the box. Be a free kick to Cagliari. Own box there. Foul against McTominay, it looks like. Reigning Serie A MVP Scott McTominay. One back well up the pitch. De Bruyne tried to play the ball forward, but right into the defender's feet. Sloppy with his passing so far, De Bruyne. What a run. Good ball, but not quite able to pick out the man making a deep run there. Gonna get the lineups up a little bit so a little new to Italian football, have a better sense of who is who. Pisa Roma also going on. Pisa's first game back at their home stadium since winning promotion. bit slow here. We'll see. There we go. Got the lineups here now. Free kick here, not too far from where De Bruyne scored his goal against Sassuolo last weekend. Domine, the biggest danger man in there for Napoli. The back post. De Bruyne with the delivery. Another poor kick from De Bruyne. Really not not really seeing the best from De Bruyne so far in this game, but still early. Samugisa on the far side. Excited to watch a few Napoli games this season. One of my favorite teams to watch. Very curious with, especially since the arrival of Scott McTominay. One of my personal favorite players. Happy to see him utilized well in Naples, getting a good, getting a chance in for Napoli. Play the position he didn't really get to play at Manchester United. Definitely strong as a attacking mid, and not so much as a holding mid or a deep 8 like he was at United. Fantastic crowd and atmosphere in Naples, as you would expect for the Napoli fans welcoming home their champions, last year's Scudetto winners. Lorenzo wins it back. Up to Luca on that side. Luca gets around his man. No one with him, though. De Bruyne making the late run, a bit behind him. Politano. Good for space to get a cross in there. Yes, throw into Napoli on that far side there. I saw it Helio De Laurentiis, the president of Napoli. Quite the character. Politano to Lorenzo. Mani, ball in, out for a corner to Napoli. Politano taking the corner down there. Good ball in, just over De Lorenzo at the front post there. Lobotka will pick it up all the way back. Oh, nope. Keeper there, but Nano cuts back, well blocked away by Mina. Lobotka heads it away. De Bruyne can't quite get there. Good work. Headed on, and Plistra. Out of bounds. Almost got away there. Good work by Palestra down the right side, but just couldn't quite keep it in. Yeah, definitely got away there. Lobotka now, advancing at Napoli through the midfield. Cagliari happy to sit pretty deep. Ball out here on the near side. Spinazzola gets the ball in. Well headed away. I'm not sure how it could have been a shot to the face when it was in the back of the head, but there's Tommaso Giulini, president of Cagliari. Going over the free kick here again. Again, scored from the free kick in the last game. Brenda looking for McTominay. Yes, indeed. The second ball in. And Cagliari will get it away all the way back to Manet. Napoli will come again. It's going to be a bit of an attack against defense situation here. We have seen some good games like that, though, in Germany. Definitely had some games that... Ooh, good pass in, looking for Luca. Gets a good touch. Holds on to it, Lobotka now. Spinazzola on the left side here. Takes the right foot across. Gibson's on his right again. Ooh, looking for Luca for the spectacular ball. Kicking over the defender there. Spectacular effort from Luca, but not close enough. Offside there against Cagliari with the ball forward. Back to miles offside there. Giveaway there, trying to get the ball through. Napoli fans. Oh, poor touch by the keeper there. Shifted it out of bounds. Napoli fans singing their rendition of Napoli version of "Way with Me." Heard a couple different clubs with fans giving their different versions around Europe. Very popular song, tune for clubs all around Europe. Politano, another poor cross from the corner. Di Lorenzo. Far side there. Learns another throw. Can't get hot night in Naples, hot night in Tuscany and Pisa. That's why we have these dual late kickoff game in Italy, is to avoid the heat of the day and some of the hottest spots in Italy. They're coming forward again. Cagliari not looking to press at all. Understandable for the newly promoted team against the Scudetto holders. Passing around, and Napoli will try the right side now. Cagliari, very good compact defense. Napoli having a hard time finding their way through the lines here. Having a hard time reaching the Cagliari defense. Players cut each other there. McTominay gets the benefit of the doubt. Free kick to Napoli. McTominay doing a good job getting his body in the way so that Zappa couldn't get there to it. Wins the free kick. De Bruyne was on target, but needed to try and find one of his teammates. Easy take for the goalkeeper. The deliveries for Napoli leaving something to be desired here. Cagliari finally with a chance here to have a bit of possession. Well worked there to this right hand side. A lot of our Cagliari players in support. You want to say Bologna because they've got the similar color scheme and look. Cagliari doing well to hold on to the ball here. Ball forward right back into De Bruyne. Luca did a good job to get to the ball. And we will see a little late decision free kick for Cagliari there. Throw the one down. Not by Luca. Cagliari will restart here. Taken down, but he slipped. And Spinazzola's forward, trying to get through. Defender goes down, but Cagliari will just about get it away there. Napoli fans in good voice. And singing in Italian, the Maradona wants to win. The words to the tune of Sway With Me. Now finally a little bit of space here down the left. Jesus picks out McTominay. Back to Jesus. Going in a dangerous position. Touched it back well. Zambo and Gisa, but no one there. Spinazzola. Palestra in a good position. Turning his back to Spinazzola, so the push is in the back. Zambo and Gisa back healed well, but no one there. Taking the gamble, running behind. Maradona wants to win, they sing. Hmm. Cagliari did a good job to hold on to it for a long time there, but just could not. Just a little touch, but out for a throw. Spinazzola. Napoli getting the ball forward there. Napoli have some space down that right side. Di Lorenzo ahead of Politano now on the outside. Politano cuts inside. Lobotka. Spinazzola. Goes past Palestra on the side. Good little ball back inside to Lobotka. Down the line to De Bruyne. Spinazzola. Gets the ball with his right foot and cleared away, but Sambakisa, a little heel towards McTominay, a little heel flick. Knocked back. De Bruyne with the ball forward, looking for McTominay. Headed down to Luca, looking to try and turn, lays it off to Lobotka. Out wide to Zambo and Gisa. Politano. That's inside on his left, back to Zambo and Gisa. Weak shot, blocked well. Cagliari nearly reached the third mile marker here. 29 minutes gone. Napoli not able to create much in the way of cutting edge chances. Big switch across. Will head it out. Napolitano to Di Lorenzo for the throw in. Napoli's skipper will throw it back. And Napoli reload it midfield. Lobotka. Cross here to Jesus, who will drive forward into that space again. Like to make that switch and have him drive into the midfield space there. Spinazzola looking for Luca. McTominay. Can McTominay fight through? He does! Oh, huge block from Yuri Mina. Mina would remember him from their battles in the Premier League. Look at McTominay just fighting through the defense. But Mina back with a great block to deny him. Was Cagliari up last season? So apologies to them. I thought they were making their return to Serie A this season. Either way. Nominated to Bruyne. Mani. Labarca. Tomine let it run. Luca couldn't quite get his foot on it. Cagliari will take their precious time. Playing the reigning champions, you gotta take every advantage you can get, I suppose. Ooh, shove in the back from Jesus. A free kick to Cagliari. Definitely two hands in the back if Leicester there. Conte doesn't agree. Trying to work possession into Napoli's. Side of center there, but good footwork there. Cagliari wins the free kick. Di Lorenzo came across there. McTominay and Rahmani crashing into each other. Both of them wondering what the other was doing. Politano. Gave it away though. Chance for Cagliari to have a little bit of control in Napoli's end for a while here. The Napoli fans building the momentum. Fans of Napoli. Cagliari starting to get a little bit of foothold in this game here. Not threatening Napoli's goal yet, but maintaining better position higher up the pitch. Napoli sitting in ball through the lines, but straight back to the center back anyway. Got space to look up and deliver a good ball. Well defended there by Rahmani. Cagliari come forward some more here. A little bit of space. Run at the back post, but it's not a great cross in there. Cagliari holding possession for quite some time here. Good job to not let Napoli take a hold of things again. Not really able to press too far forward, but just as I said, a good ball into the left pocket there. Ball's back. You got men in the middle. Can't get the ball around McTominay. Four men in the middle. Might want to try and get a ball in. There's a ball forward. Whoa! A little touch would have maybe been enough to just tip it past Merit. Be a bit dangerous maybe to let it wait, but it does come through to him in the end. Just made it over the player's head there. Napoli fans in great voice. Loving the sellout atmosphere at the Maradona. And now it's a 2-on-1 for Cagliari. Politano trying to run him down. Oh, look at the little touch there. Just about managed to get the ball back. Never got the ball through. Di Lorenzo. Sambo and Kisa. Lobotka. All the way across to this side. Spinazzola. It's on the right here. De Bruyne. That deepest of the midfielders. Lobotka to De Bruyne. Jesus running into space on the left side there again. To shift the ball to the right, then move it back to Jesus to drive it forward into the open space left there when they make the switch. Jesus again. Tomine dropping in deep. Bad giveaway by McTominay. Esposito. Trying a cheeky one there. I mean, you can almost, on a night like this, you never know, try something. Not well executed, but not a terrible idea. Di Lorenzo looking for McTominay. Right. Spinazzola on the left-hand side here. Shifts onto his right foot. Finds De Bruyne! Oh! Pretty good clear sighted goal there. Just outside the box. Spinazzola, perfect ball to pick out De Bruyne. Just over the goal. Ooh! Cagliari starting to get a little bit more foothold in the game. Napoli had some possession there, but Cagliari controlling again. All the way back to their keeper. Anguissa, oh, did a good job to jump the pass, but then Luca gave it right back. Cagliari will look to control. Cleared away by Napoli again. Great shot at the curva there. Anguissa. Look at that little beautiful touch around behind. Lorenzo Luca. Lorenzo gets there, but Cagliari doing a good job. Get away on that right side, and now what a ball. And now Cagliari into some space in the middle. One man over further on the right, needs to get a cross in, left-footed into the middle, headed over. That was the best chance of the game so far for Cagliari. One of the best chances of the game in general. Good job to shift onto his left. Gilmore and Noah Long there. On the bench for Napoli. Commentator talking about Gilmore's Scottish accent. One show 4-man forward in the box and he slices a shot wildly wide. How are you doing a good job so far? Keeping Napoli at bay. Starting to get into it a little bit. Bruyne, good ball forward. Spinazzola keeps it in for McTominay. Apparently not. A look in. He said Roma into stoppage time in the first half there. 0-0. Zappa with a throw on the near side here for Cagliari. Spinazzola will drive forward behind Luca, but it'll come to him and he'll hit it. Oh, good save by the keeper. Not pick it up right away. Kill a few extra seconds. And Luca, but ended up a good position to shoot from, just not hard enough, but a good angle into the corner, well stopped by the keeper. Politano. Manny. Spinazzola dropping deep. Domine back to Jesus. Bruyne back to Jesus. To Lobotka, Zambon-Gisa. Picks out Anguissa. McTominay in the box, cuts inside. McTominay weaving his way in. Kind of magic that made him Serie A MVP last season. Actually, probably mainly his headers did that, but solid footwork there. The Scottish international slipping around the defender and getting a good shot on target. Politano with a better ball in. Ref says that Caprile fouled there by Zambon-Gisa, which he was. Domine, look at a little shuffle past Luperto. Getting into space and not well saved. Into stoppage time here in Naples, 0-0. Have just 1 minute of stoppage time. Napoli in control again. De Bruyne will pick it up deep here. We'll shift off to Ibaka. Jesus, McTominay dropping in. That's all she wrote in the first half. Excellent defending, hard work from Cagliari. Napoli unable to get the breakthrough. Cagliari doing a good job. Even getting good periods of possession, creating a good chance or two. Napoli definitely the better of the two in the first half, but not as wide a gap as you might expect between the Scudetto holders and Cagliari. Now that we're at half, I'm going to double check whether Cagliari were in Serie A last season. Your apologies to them if they were. Let's see, some Cagliari fans did make the trip. Wait, block there, fenced off. Shots at halftime. Napoli 6-4. Small advantage over Cagliari. Shots on target 2-0 to Napoli, so not creating a ton of opportunities. It's also 0-0 in Pisa, where they are hosting AS Roma. Pisa definitely promoted first. Definitely promoted this season. Their first home game back in Serie A. Apologies to Cagliari. I guess they've been in Serie A for a while. Been mixing them up with these Okay, so the season before last, so it's not Cagliari not back in the first division. Uh, the first time, or not back this season, back last season, winning promotion in a playoff final against Bari. They up last year. At halftime in for the second half, 0-0. Going to take a few minutes break. No one around, and we will be back shortly. Hello and welcome back to the German Football Fan Club. We're back in time for the second half between Napoli and Cagliari. GFFC International Watchalong between Napoli and Cagliari. It's the home opener for Napoli and one of the side missions of the German Football Fan Club. We are not watching the German football is to find the best atmospheres, the best derbies, the best fan culture in Europe. And we love a match at the Maradona in Naples, Napoli. Their Stadion Diego Armando Maradona, legend, the biggest legend of Naples, at least in footballing terms. We are back underway. Timer caught up here. Oh, at the top, early corner for Napoli on the attack right away. Held well by Cagliari in the first half. They did have a lot of the possession, good control, but Cagliari coming into it more in the second half, or in the later in the first half, like in the last 10-15 minutes or so, getting a lot more control. De Bruyne with the corner right in on the keeper, but caught it held well there. Good job holding it up. Good turn. Esposito does a good job there holding it up and a good switch. And now they've two on that side there. Men in the box letting in Zambo and Gisa. It is a foul there. A little loose there in defense. McTominay onto it, and it's just fired it just past the post there. Got a lot of it. A little mix up there between the Cagliari defenders. Cagliari go long from the goal kick. Funny, just moves the Cagliari player out of the way and wins the header. Zambo and Gisa. Good ball to Di Lorenzo. Out to Napolitano. Looking for McTominay in the middle. Grabbed. See if there's no lineup changes for either team, and no substitutions at halftime. We'll see if any tactical tweaks or if they any changes here. So far back to kind of how it was at the start of the first half. Napoli controlling possession. Money. Good tackle. Dangerous from behind, but Did win the ball cleanly. Spinazzola. Bruyne. McTominay. Bruyne. Out of trouble there. Spinazzola driving forward on the far side. Went from left to right in the second half here. Free kick to Napoli. Spinazzola. Veteran winning a free kick there. Spinazzola throws in De Bruyne. Corner kick. Bruyne on hand to take it there. There's in there for Napoli. 6 men around the 6-yard box. All the Cagliari players are in the 6-yard box. Ball in. Beat the first man, and now De Bruyne loses the ball. Played it forward, but turned right back, and Zambo not able to get much behind that. Little kick to the back of the head to Vodka there. Definitely did not look intentional. Very apologetic immediately. Jesus pushing up enough to get the ball through. Brian picks up the second ball, but it's turned over. Bruyne in the book there. Interesting. Must have caught him late. Ooh. Very loose challenge there. Ankle and foot from De Bruyne. Conte. It's a not high enough to be a red card, but definitely a very painful one there. Now that he's gonna carry on, we're now a bit questioning of the tactics perhaps there. Di Lorenzo. Politano. Out for a throw. Napoli in possession again deep. McTominay dropping in. Jesus will drive forward on that side. McTominay. Good ball down the left channel to De Bruyne. Cuts it back in for Luca. Back to Lobotka. Lays it off to Di Lorenzo. Looking for Zambo. But just doesn't quite make it through. Kick to Napoli here. Keeler Enzo and De Bruyne over the ball. Going out to the far post. Pato heads it away. From the far side there. De Bruyne with the ball in. Put it up in the air by Mina. The crossbar. There'll be another corner to De Bruyne from that far side for Naples. De Bruyne short to Lobotka. Lays it back off to De Bruyne. The back post. Rahmani swings and misses. Oh! Well saved. Now the free kick. Blood on show down. Luca knee a little high there. Conte not understanding. Luvumbo coming off. Coming on. Zappa off. Looks like a change of a shape here from Cagliari. Interesting. Going from a back three to a back four. Great song. Great noise rising from the Napoli fans. Maradona ringing with their singing and clapping. Great atmosphere there. Napoli controlling most of the second half so far, about 15 minutes gone, 14 minutes gone. They're defending well. Interestingly, going to a back four, looks like a bit of 4-3-3 now. Napoli trying to find a way through. Good ball over the top by Jesus to find Spinazzola. Whoa, shifts back on his right. It's shot at the near post. Great save, getting down. Spinazzola with quick feet there. Great run. Very quick feet from Spinazzola, shifting left and right. Save at the near post, getting low. De Bruyne. Politano, a long time to wait for that. Smashes into the side netting with his right foot. 2 minutes gone here in Naples. And still in good voice. Cagliari coming forward on the right hand side. The substitute, Mavumbo. Whoa! Goes for goal on his left foot, but not far away. Just a little bit over the bar there. Good shift in on his left foot there. Not too far away. Napoli come forward again. Late marking from Cagliari every time those midfielders drop in. They let the center backs have it. Jesus driving forward in that left channel again. Is doing all night. Finds McTominay. Onside. Gets it. Now it is offside. Good job by McTominay to ooh, close. The ball quick and get to the touch line, but byline. Napoli clicked the ball deep again. Politano coming back, trying to work it up the sideline. Looking for Luca, and he will get there. Just kind of stood off. Luca in wide space, looking to hold it up. Oh, beautiful little. Ooh, oh, it's a good flick, but back heel flick, but give it away. Napoli 13 undefeated in the league. Going back to last season. Lorenzo. It's a throw. Good throw into Sam Hongisa. Cleared away for another throw. Lorenzo throws it in back to Rahmani. Jesus. Spinazzola all the way dropped in. Lobotka finds Lobotka in the middle. Out wide again. Di Lorenzo. Up to Politano. Ball in. Flicked away by the defender. Spinazzola can't get out of trouble, but Napoli recovered the ball. Rahmani. Lobotka. Zambonkisa. Lobotka. Working their way down this right hand side to Politano in space. One-on-one. Left foot across. Ooh. Mina got it away ahead of McTominay. Another duel of the former Premier League players there. Ooh. Metsola with the Paolo on Luvumbo. Luca might have just missed that there. Borelli. Gaetano. Coming on for Cagliari. Esposito and Prati coming off. Borelli and Gaetano coming on. Long free kick from Mina. Napoli recover the second ball though. Napoli working their way through. Foul there by Jesus on Borelli. Falls down conveniently on top of the ball. Given though. Mina. Lestra almost ran away from the ball. Good. Whoa. Jesus in hard on Borelli. Interesting to see a replay of that one. That was quite the oof. Yellow is probably fair, but definitely no more than that. Free kick for Cagliari here. Our touchline, midfield. And top of the box. Second header. Ooh, Lavumbo tries to fight his way in, but good defending between Spinazzola and McTominay. Right, Napoli there. Di Lorenzo, they worked all the way out to Napoli, or to, keep saying that. Politano hits the cross in. Politano won it back, no foul on his left foot. Ooh, just over the bar there. Tano's shot there. foot or two over the bar. If you're just joining us here, we're just enjoying a Italian nightcap on the German Football Fan Club International Edition. There's a German match going on at the moment, but someone here in Canada not showing it. Figured enjoy the last football of this Saturday. Have a trip to Naples for the first game at the Maradona this season. Great atmosphere there. We're not watching German football here. Looking for the best atmospheres, the best derbies, the best that the rest of Europe and the best of football has to offer. No foul there. Love to hear where anyone watching is watching from, or if you are a fan of one of the teams. Football fan, just checking in. 70 minutes gone here, and Cagliari still holding Napoli at bay for the most part. Cagliari coming forward. Oof. Oof. Ahmadi taking a couple of hits there. Cagliari coming forward there on the left, though. Shifts with feet well to get the cross in. Push. Politano wins the free kick for Napoli in the corner here. If you're just joining us here, just enjoying last game, one of the two last games in Italy this Saturday night, one of the last games in Europe. Napoli opening up the Maradona for the season against Cagliari from Sardinia. 0-0 so far, a very tight game. Cagliari defending well. Not obviously playing a very open style against the champions, but defending very well. Napoli unable to break them down. Cagliari getting a few chances in this game. Luca in the box. Di Lorenzo blocked. Love to hear where people are watching from, or if it's got any fans of these teams in the house tonight. Tano whips it into the back post. And out. Napoli just not able to find a way through. All up the line here. Sorry about from the hit commentators there about Napoli winning the Scudetto against the Neapolitans. Cagliari coming forward here. Over on the left. Good left-footed delivery at the back post. Oh! This is probably the best chance of the game there. Both got through that. Both Cagliari players attacking that back post, but neither able to get it on target. Napoli come forward again now. Cagliari back defending in depth. Spinazzola looking for some space on the far side again. That ball's going to get all the way out. Spinazzola doing a good job creating space to get crosses in from that left-hand side, but not hitting them on target very much. That one quite a ways off. Ambrosino coming on for Napoli. Lorenzo Luca coming off. "15 minutes to go in commentator talking about the island of Procida in the Bay of Naples. It's a lovely place. There a couple of years ago. For to visit. It's where Ambrosino from. Across the water from Naples. Not sure what happened there. Boangisa. McTominay arriving late. Going out with the ball deep. Here goes Spinazzola on the overlap. Oh, sorry, no, there's Spinazzola. It was, Politano on the right side here. Shifts in on his left foot. Back to Zambongisa. Rahmani to Lobotka. Way over to Jesus. Oh, Buongiorno kind of came on for Jesus. That in the subs there. Politano on this far side here. Whoa, dangerous ball. Played it recklessly into his own box there, but Cagliari get away with it. Cagliari will get it, but get it away. Blocked by Lobotka. And hold on to the ball here. Throw into Napoli on this near side here. Going to deep to dictate here. That's on Bonguista, but immediately taken off of him. Buongiorno hits it forward, and Politano keeps it in. Running at the defender onto his left foot to the back post. Oh, just gets there ahead of De Bruyne. Long ball from the keeper forward. Free kick for Napoli. Borelli fouling on Rahmani. De Bruyne. Ambrosino wide on the left. Gets past Mina. Cleared well by the defender. Ambrosino working well into space, getting past Mina in the open on the left there. Can't pick out one of his men with cross. Bruyne across to take the corner. Bruyne. Borelli with the diving header to clear it. Another corner to De Bruyne on that far side. Domine unmarked at the far post. Buongiorno heads it over. Ooh. Spinazzola and De Bruyne coming off. Oliveira and Long coming on. Whoa, under pressure, bad giveaway. No, Long just pulls it wide. That was rather courageous, insane way to play out for the back after 80 minutes away to champions. Will be a corner here to Napoli. Vast majority of the players on the pitch in and around that 6-yard box. Along with the corner. Mina got the header away. The Bumbo. Cagliari space to push forward in transition. A little shift around Zambo and Gisa back to break it up, but Cagliari win it right back. By Lavumbo. Cagliari win it back. Gaetano will line up a shot from well out, and he's well over. Leicester will come off, as well as Poloroncho. Games, DiPardo and Idrissi. Poloroncho taking his precious time going off. Did definitely put in a good shift in this game. Seven minutes left in the 90 here in Naples as Napoli come forward down the right-hand side, near side here again from left to right. Buongiorno. Right to Noah Lung and space on the far sideline there. All the way out to Politano on this near side. Gets onto his left foot. Dangerous ball into the box. Headed well away with a diving header all the way out into touch. Politano takes a quick throw and Napoli shifted. Seeing the player of the match, Spazio, Mina, Caprile, and Politano seem to be the finalists. Playing goes good to dipped into space inside, but a little bit behind Oliveira. Rahmani, buongiorno. Cagliari in, but throw into Napoli on the far side there. Well, out to the near side here, goes out of play. Cagliari taking their time with the throw. Ramp for the Cagliari player. Back on his feet, so throwing on the near side here. Mina. Power in defense for Cagliari today. Another good challenge. The turn and takes down Lobotka. But it's a free kick for Bordelli. Free kick to Cagliari. Cagliari happy to take their time over this. Top runners Diola, McTominay, Zombo, and Kisa and Adopo. So good midfield running battle there. Second ball will drop. Ooh, good. Oof. Shoulder to shoulder. It's Risi. Up again. Fourth official letting the referee know, so haven't called back. A good shoulder to shoulder march there between the two. With a little nick on him, but have to win the free kick there. Chance for Cagliari. Oh my gosh. Getting hard to say that. Cagliari. Oh my gosh. Sorry to all of Sardinia. Free kick to Cagliari. In a dangerous position here. Chance to nab a late winner here in Naples. Good ball at the near post. Oh. He was going for that near side post there. Ambrosino with a great diving header. Across the far side there, Luvumbo. Shifts inside on his left. Takes a shot right into the arms of Merritt. Napoli coming forward down this right side again. Di Lorenzo and I'll stop saying that at some point. Politano. Lobotka wins the free kick. Politano will take the free kick from the near side here. So Moagisa got up to it, but went over the bar. High and wide. Final 30 seconds. Naples. Final 30 seconds of the 90. Moangita towering header there. Mina back forward. Some Moangisa again. Forward. Mina holding on to it. 5 added minutes at the end of the second half here. Moangisa in the right spot to cut that off. Dominate Lobatka. They return it back over immediately. Oliveira jumped. Lavumbo gets in behind him. To the touch line. Oh, cuts back. Good little ball. Patrici just couldn't get there. Lavumbo. Quite the power and pace there. Delivers good balls too, just a little bit off so far. Oliveira on that far side. Noah Lang now. Flex off the defender and over the bar for a corner. Politano corner on the far or near side here. The back post. A pretty easy take under no pressure. Bumbo. Shot. Quite as good as his setup work, but it would have been offside anyway. Politano. Challenge on Politano, free kick. Napoli, center field, start again. Buongiorno, left side of the defense. Forward into the space there. Noah Lang. Way. So to Lobotka, to Di Lorenzo again. Buongiorno to Noah Lang. Domine moving into the space on the left side there. 2.5 minutes to go as they try the other side now. Lobotka. Across the field to the far side. Running. Forward. McTominay in space. Can't pick the corner. Lobotka, great run. Carries it a long way. Back to McTominay. Got into a good position to shoot, and it just... Two minutes to go. Napoli coming forward again. Cagliari getting close to a well-earned point here. Naples home opener this season. Lying on that far side. Jordan ball in, dropped at McTominay's feet, but he couldn't control. All the way back out to Rahmani. Politano on this right-hand side. Good shift past the defender to the back post! McTominay tried with the bicycle kick and just put it across the face of goal. Had men behind him, looks like no one gave him a shout. Oliveira not liking McTominay aware of him, so McTominay going for the spectacular. Lang taking the corner from the side. Cleared away. Lobotka at the top of the box. Giorno Zambonghisa! There it is! Napoli do have the late winner! Right at the death. They make it all worth it to the Napoli faithful. A long night. But Zambonghisa wins it for Napoli at the end. 20 seconds from full time. See the replay here. Corner recycled Lobotka. Spinazzola somehow just gets all the way through. Anchisa alone, unmarked. Just has to get a clean connection into the goal. Perfect little side foot past the keeper. Caprile, no chance. Happy. Everyone happy in Naples, except for the small traveling Cagliari contingent, but it's gonna be a win in the first game for Napoli at home defending their title. And you know, the Maradona is going to be in good voice for some time. It's going to be a party in Naples this evening. A retake of the kick off here. Cagliari defended very well in this game. One last punt forward. Gaetano jumps into McTominay, free kick. There's the final whistle. Six points from 6 for Napoli. Amazing song in the Maradona. A party in Naples tonight. 1-2-0 against Sassuolo in their away opener. They win 1-0 at the Maradona tonight. Zambonghisa with the late winner, 20 seconds from time. Up here. It's right at the death, but just for the record, we will give, for the practice, we will give Napoli their goal. 1-0 to Napoli, the final score. Set up. Wolfsburg and Mainz will start us off tomorrow night. Already set. Back in one moment with a roundup for the day. I just All right, welcome back to the German Football Fan Club. We will be, I'll just be doing a quick recap here of the Saturday action that we saw. We kicked off this afternoon with the 3:30 Bundesliga kickoffs. Main game, Stuttgart against Gladbach. It was a good atmosphere in Stuttgart, their home opener, the Neckarstadion. The club and fans celebrating the 100th anniversary of the famous red hoop on the Stuttgart jerseys, now we're synonymous with them. It was a very hard-fought game, very close. Stuttgart probably just about edging it and getting a late winner there to win 1-0. Following up their loss to Union in the opener last weekend at the Försterei, get 3 points at home in front of their fans on a celebratory day in Stuttgart. Also had Leipzig winning 2-0 against Heidenheim on their home opener. Beautiful goals from Baumgartner and Romulo. Hoffenheim losing their home opener to Frankfurt. Letsu Doan with a pair of goals and an assist there as they won 3-1 over Hoffenheim. Grisha Prommel with an excellent goal to get one back for Hoffenheim, but after an impressive win last weekend, they beat the feet. Frankfurt looking very impressive this season so far. 4-1 and 3-1 wins back-to-back to start the season, looking like many people predicted to be potentially the strongest competitors against Bayern this season. And in the final 3:30 kickoff, Bremen hosted Leverkusen. Leverkusen got out to a 3-1 lead in that one. For a sending off for Bremen, took them down to 10 men, but it seemed to really wake them up. They got it back to 3-2, and then late in stoppage time, grabbed the equalizer in front of their home fans to steal a point. Well earned from their hard work after going down to 10 men. Another tough blow for Erik ten Hag. It's still no win for him there. And in the Topspiel in Germany today, it was Bayern München away at Augsburg in the Bavarian derby. A good atmosphere there. Bayern fans traveling well again, as they did midweek against Van Wiesbaden, and a very similar game to the game midweek against Van Wiesbaden. Bayern dominating large portions of the game, a lot of possession, but Augsburg defending well. They did create a number of opportunities for themselves, and despite falling behind 3-0 to Bayern, Augsburg did actually fight back and get back to 3-2. Bayern holding on to win. I mean, I say holding on. They did dominate large portions of the game, but Augsburg in it to the very end. We also kept an eye on Bologna and Como during the that time when we were watching Bavarian derby. Bologna winning 1-0 in their home opener. And the nightcap this evening, the match we just watched, Napoli, the Italian champions from last season, opening up their famous stadium, the Maradona, in Naples this evening with a win. Right at the death, Frank Zombo and Gisa grabbing the loose ball. It was a good cross in. Spinazzola had been working the left side all night and doing a good job getting into space to get crosses in. Getting the ball through, just kind of found its way through everyone. Zambo and Gisa alone near the penalty spot, just side-footed it in. 20 seconds from time. Party in Naples tonight. They'll be celebrating 6 points from a possible 6. Looking at the goal of the day, definitely have to give that to Romulo from the goals that I saw in the matches we were covering. Second goal for Leipzig in their 2-0 win today. Cross from left-hand side and a beautiful little back heel flick into the goal. Honorable mention to Baumgartner, who had a great goal into the top corner from the short side earlier in the game. The 1-0 goal for Leipzig, and Grisha Pramel also scoring a beautiful long-range strike for Hoffenheim in their losing efforts against Frankfurt. Johan also scoring a nice one as well in that game for Frankfurt, one of his two. Best atmospheres today would be definitely, I mean, we've got to pick at least one of the German ones, of course. The was great in Bremen, especially as they got the comeback party there at the end, got to celebrate the late equalizer there. Also, great atmosphere in Stuttgart, both Stuttgart and the traveling Gladbach fans keeping it lively there all afternoon. Celebration for the Stuttgart fans. Stuttgart club celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Red Ring, famous Red Ring on their jerseys. But overall, I think probably have to give it the best atmosphere of this Saturday from the matches that we watched this afternoon. Got to give it to Napoli. First home game of the season at the Maradona, and was they were singing the whole game, making a little racket. I think it was something like the 11th or 12th consecutive sellout there. And very common near the end of the season last season. Love to see the Maradona full. Amazing cauldron of noise there. Great fans, great ultras, and a city just absolutely in love with their team. We do love that. A very strong community around Napoli in Naples. And what a roar when Zambonghisa scored the late winner for them. It will be a very happy night in Naples. And yeah, just finish that game. Napoli with the win. Napoli with the best atmosphere of the games we watched tonight, as far as I am concerned. For now, that is all. My name is Kevin. This is the German Football Fan Club. Remember, football as it's meant to be, a community, not a commodity. Be back tomorrow for the 3:30 kickoff in the Bundesliga. Wolfsburg against Mainz. We'll keep an eye on Forest and West Ham. Forest with a good atmosphere as far as the Premier League goes. Always fun to have an eye on the game at the Forest ground. Also curious about West Ham and their struggle so far this season. To me, the only game that can compete is the game of the weekend with the incredible Hamburg derby we had on Friday night. Union Berlin traveling away to Dortmund. I actually have that backwards. That should be Dortmund first, but got a little overexcited and put Union in there, but I'm not going to go ahead and change that because that would be a lot of work to change all of my cards before tomorrow. So it is in fact Union away at Dortmund in the middle time slot tomorrow. Keep an eye on the big game in England. Liverpool hosting Arsenal at Anfield. Honestly, it's probably the biggest game in Europe in terms of like football money equality on the pitch, but probably hard to spare much attention when my beloved Union are playing away at Westfalenstadion. The atmosphere there will be absolutely incredible. The yellow wall, traveling Eisern Union, the nightcap tomorrow. A great game of real heart and soul clubs of German football. It'll be Cologne opening up their stadium. The first home game with Freiburg in town, two of the most beloved clubs in Germany, kind of the good guys of German football. Well, maybe a little bit more, I'm sure, not as beloved being in that region. I'm sure they have many rivalries, but Freiburg, a much beloved club, kind of the good guys of German football. And Cologne, one of the best supported, most traditional, just good time clubs in Germany. And they will round things out. We also have the Olympico from France. We'll start a little bit later, so we'll have that as a secondary game. And we'll close out the stream tomorrow with the end of that one. Finish a little bit after Cologne Freiburg. Remember, football is community, not as commodity. See you tomorrow for the 3:30 kickoffs of the Bundesliga and Forest against West Ham.